Hey, you guys, it is me, the real Ro and Miss Ava with a milk mustache. Anyway, I just wanted to come to you guys real quick. Today has been a very good day. Me and Miss Ava just took a nice little nap. Well, she already done had her some milk, so her stomach probably halfway full. But we about to go have a little snack, and yeah. Just want to come in and say, yeah, today is a good day. Went to church today, and I was invited, and I went to Sonship Harvest today. If you haven't been, check them out. I had a wonderful time. I went to a women's conference in October, I think, and I had a really good time. I got invited again today. Wait, baby. And so I decided to go, and I'm so glad I did. I got a lot of confirmations on some things that God has been dealing with me about. Some things I've been praying about or whatnot. Oh, y'all have to excuse my hair. Yeah, I took a nap and she ain't been brushed. Anywho, like I said, 5 minutes and a good hairpiece. Yeah, okay. But anyways, so one of the things that he touched on today, Pastor Botley, he was talking about a lot of things, some things that were going to come to pass, and it's time for God's children to pretty much rest in his hands. It's not going to be the season to try to build you a platform to stand on, or try to do this or try to do that or whatever. It's going to be a season to rest. Yeah, it's going to be a season to work, but God is going to be working through us. And, it's not necessarily our year like everybody is talking about. It's God's year. To have his will, to have done what he wants to have done. So, that was kind of confirmation to me because, some of y'all was witness to my little episode the other week, and I just kind of had got to the point where I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Some stuff you don't want to deal with. Stop, baby. Just being tired. And another thing that he touched on was, God can make all things new. And, the Holy Spirit spoke that to me yesterday. I was supposed to go to dinner with some friends yesterday, and I had completely forgot. And Sabrina sent me a text, was like, "Are you still coming?" And I was like, "Yeah," but in all honesty, I had completely forgot. My hair, I ain't had nothing done to my hair, needed a haircut, and everything. So I said, "Lord, what am I gonna do? I can't go, looking like this. I got some other stuff coming up next week. I can't. I just can't go looking like this." So went into my closet, and y'all know I wear wigs, so I got a basket full of wigs, just random stuff. And I pulled out a piece. I was like, I don't even know what happened to this. I don't even remember when I stopped wearing it or what. But I just took it out, and I said, well, I'm just gonna try to deep condition it and see what happened. When I pulled the wig out of my basket, it looked like this, y'all. This is what it looked like. Just tangled, matted, just a mess all together. Okay. So I deep conditioned it and combed it out and let it pretty much air dry. Then I, hit it with a flat iron. And it was like the Holy Spirit just clearly spoke to me and said, just like that wig, God can make all things new. Yeah, it might be a raggedy mess. Here, take your cuppy. Yeah, it might be a raggedy mess right now. But if you turn it over to God, whatever it is, He gonna deep condition it. He gonna, moisturize it. He gonna, cut it, shape it. He gonna make it like new, like it's fresh out the box. But you gotta give it to him, and you gotta be open to some work. That's it. Because y'all, I know y'all be thinking, the Lord sure do be speaking to her in some funny ways. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I second guess myself so much. And when I pray, I ask God, when you tell me something, make it so plain to where I can understand. I ain't got to go try to do no research. What do this mean? What do that mean? What kind of message you trying to get to me? Lord, make it plain. I'm not dumb, but Lord, talk to me like I'm dumb, like I'm stupid. That's how I need you to give it to me. And that's what I pray. So, yeah, y'all know I'm into hair somewhat. So, you know, that's what I asked for. If that's how he got to speak to me to get the point across to me, then, hey, I'm with it. I'm for it. Let's get it. Let's go. You know. But that's how it worked for me. So, again, God can make all things new. Whatever your situation is, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, turn it over and take your hands off of it. That's what we mess up a lot of times. We turn it over and then we take it back. We turn it over and then we take it back. Because we think, oh, well, if I do such and such and such and such, then that, you know, might straighten it out or that might work it out. Then we take it back. But you got to turn it over and leave it and say, Lord, it's in your hands. I'm not going to worry about what he say, she say, they say, we say. It don't matter. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to let you work it out. And take your hands off of it. And no, I'm not preaching to nobody. I'm not, you know, whatever. I'm talking from experience because that's what I'm having to do right now. Some situations that I'm dealing with, some stuff I'm going through. I just got to turn it over. It ain't nothing else that I can do. I just got to turn it over. That's it. I got to give it to God and rest. Give it to God and rest. Don't that sound so good? Turn it over and rest. Just kick back and rest. Turn it over. That's all you got to do. Let God take whatever mess that you got and let him make it new. But you got to let him do it. You can't do it. Because if you could, then you wouldn't be dealing with the mess. Right? Okay. So, turn it over. If you feel like you need to go to church and leave it at the altar, take it and leave it. If you can get down on your knees by your bed, turn it over. If you need to lay out in the floor, turn over, stand up, turn 3 cartwheels and a backflip with a handstand. Turn it over. Do what you got to do and turn it over and rest. That's it. So, yeah, had a good time at Sonship Harvest today. Thank you, Pam, for the invite. I'm so glad I went. And, you know, Miss Ava got prayed for today. And, you know, nobody knows that, you know, Ava has doctor's appointments coming up. Trying to figure out what's going on with her. Don't nobody know that. But she was prayed for today. For health and strength. That her body be healed. That, hey, it is what it is. You know, ain't nobody know that. Didn't nobody know that. I didn't share it on Facebook. I didn't do none of that. And his specific words were, because you know how the enemy tries to attack. It's all a distraction. It's a distraction. All this mess coming up. It's a distraction. But you know what? I'm not falling for it. It is what it is. Whoever can say whatever they want to say, they can do whatever they want to do. I'm going somewhere else, you know. And it ain't nothing that you can do to stop it. So, you know, it is what it is. So, I guess until next time, I will see you guys later.